This is 911. Do you have an emergency?
Today on Rescue 911. Walking on thin ice. A woman watches in horror as a frozen stream threatens the life of her dog.
It was kind of a mortifying feeling that this dog was out there.
Until one man braves the sub-zero waters.
Right then, the dog had worn out.
We begin in the dead of winter on December 29th, 1993, along the icy shores of the Clark Fork River in Missoula, Montana, as Bonnie Dalton was taking her young dog, El Camino, for a walk. Some of the footage in this story was taped as the events unfolded.
Come here, El Camino. Oh,
El Camino's a pretty hyper dog. He likes to get out and run and jump and play catch.
give it to me now.
I took him out so he could do his thing, and he just was being himself, you know, ignoring his master.
Bring it here, boy. Good boy. Okay, ready? Come on. Camino, get back from the ice!
I kept calling for him like 3 times. He didn't listen to me.
Come back on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on, boy. Come here, boy. El Camino, stay away from the ice.
And then he went out to get a drink. It was very cold, like ice water in a freezer.
We continue.
The dog couldn't go anywhere. It was just trying to stay alive. Every time it would go under, I thought that was the last time and it was over.
911, what do you report?
Yes, we have a dog in the river.
Okay, where is it?
13 East Broadway. And it's my friend's dog.
Is it under the ice or above?
It's in the middle of the river.
Within 4 minutes of the call, Missoula police officer Jim Pontrelli arrived at the scene.
The owner of the dog was almost hysterical.
I said, we gotta get my dog out of there. I can't just watch him die.
She kind of wanted to go in the water, and that was not an option. She wouldn't have lasted. It was that cold. But on the other side of the river, there was less of an ice jam near the bank. The ice probably extended out 10 feet instead of 150 feet. So I figured if we could try to coax the dog to the other shore, we'd have a good chance of just reaching out and picking it up.
Come here, boy!
An ice jam held it out in the middle of the water, so the dog couldn't go anywhere. It was just trying to stay alive, and its mouth would keep appearing out of the water. Every time it would go under, I thought that was the last time and it was over. But it kept fighting.
Within 10 minutes, Animal Control Officer Benita Jacobson arrived.
The dog was in the center of the river and trying to swim out of the current. We were on the bank trying to get the dog to come into the current, where it would possibly get swept past us and maybe somebody would be able to pull him out of the river. It was kind of a mortifying feeling that this dog was out there and you could do absolutely nothing to get it to shore.
There was no other option except to watch the dog die.
Missoula rural firefighter Tom Ziegler was off duty when he heard what had happened.
Julie.
Hi, Julie. It's Tom Rural Fire. Did you get that dog out of the river yet?
No, he's not out yet. I think he's floating on a piece of ice.
He is? Okay, well...
I have some specialized training and some equipment that allows us to enter cold water, so I left to respond down there and see if I could offer some assistance. I can't watch anybody die, whether it's an animal or a person, and this animal was dying.
The dog was just starting to get real worn out when Tom pulled up. And he got out of his truck and he had these fins in his hand, and I just said, "What are you going to do?"
You just want to slide down, or what's the program? You want to...
Just right there. It's right out there. You see it? Can you see it?
Got it. Okay.
All right. Go. Go.
Come on, boy!
Right then, the dog had worn out and couldn't fight it anymore.
The dog was in the water approximately 30 minutes. The water was extremely cold, 27 degrees. It wasn't going to last much longer.
Come on! Come on! Now get down here! Get down here!
Get him! Go get him! His nose out of the water. Bonnie?
We didn't know what he was sitting there for because right then the dog had started to flow down the current in front of him, and we realized he couldn't see where the dog was.
Right in front of you! He's on the box! He's right there!
Tom appeared to be even tired just from this short swim. He was just kind of hanging onto the ice, and he draped the dog on the little extension of ice that was near the bank there.
When I got to the bank and laid the dog down, I really didn't think the dog was going to make it. I've never seen anything this hypothermic and come back.
It was barely moving, barely breathing. His eyes were almost fixed. It appeared like it was almost dead.
I've pulled dogs out of water when they're already dead, but I've never seen a dog pulled out of such freezing water. That dog was just frozen. And I really didn't know how much could that dog really take.
Good push.
I didn't see his eyes move at all. His legs were stiff.
You're gonna have to roll.
Breaths were far apart, real slow and labored. I didn't know if it was going to live to get to the vet, even.
His awkward stiff, though.
El Camino was taken to the Alpine Veterinary Service and put under the care of Dr. Sarah Stevens.
El Camino wasn't even shivering when he came in, so he was very, very cold.
I want to take his temperature.
The normal dog temperature is 101 to 102 degrees. My thermometer starts at 94. The temperature didn't register. We put him in a warm water bath, and we heated fluids so we could give the dog a warm IV.
We can get him back to the table. We can get the.
While we had El Camino in the bathtub, he began to warm up and he started to shiver, so that was a very good sign.
It's still below 94.
It did alarm me somewhat that his temperature didn't register on the thermometer for 4 hours. But as long as his vital signs improved for the entire 4 hours, I was happy, and I thought that he would recover.
It's going to be okay.
Tom Ziegler was subsequently honored by the Humane Society for his heroism in saving El Camino's life that day.
Tom risked his own life, and I really owe him. El Camino would have died if Tom didn't show up.
I felt relieved that I was able to put my training to use. I felt good about that it worked. That's our job. We save lives. And whether it's an animal or a person, we need to be prepared to do whatever it takes. If you're going to be near a situation where an animal can be endangered, you need to keep the animal controlled and on a leash. Do not allow your dogs to walk out onto the ice. There's no reason for anybody to be on it unless it's a designated recreation area.
I love my dog. He's a good family dog. I'm glad El Camino's alive.
On July 7th, 1993, at her home in Gray, Louisiana, Donna Fortenberry was reminded that through a child's eyes, the world often appears to be completely safe.
Around 12, Giselle and Olivia begged me to put a video on. They sat down and started to watch it for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then they hopped up and said, "Let's go outside." It was super hot outside. It's so hot that it's unbearable. Whenever you open up the front door, the heat would throw you back. So for the first time, I closed my front door. It was kind of quiet, so I said, gee, this is a good opportunity for me to pick up the phone and call my friend. Giselle and Olivia, they both happy kids. Always busy, always into things, always curious about what's going on, what makes things tick.
13-year-old Travis Malbrough lived a few doors away.
I was playing basketball with my friend. I saw Glenn's over there and saw him playing in the trunk. But I didn't feel like getting those kids in trouble.
Okay. And we were talking for a little while, and it felt really strange that I hadn't been interrupted yet by the girls.
Giselle! Olivia!
I started to call for them.
Giselle! Olivia!
And I didn't hear any response.
Olivia!
I said, well, maybe they're trying to play a bad joke on me by just not answering, and maybe they're in the backyard. And there was no one.
Giselle!
And I thought to myself, I said, this is not good.
Olivia!
And I was trying to keep a grip on myself from panicking.
Donna called her neighbor Debbie Daigle for help.
Donna called, go over there and sit with the baby, because you can't find the girls.
Travis, you seen the two girls?
I was some playing in the trunk.
In the trunk?
Donna and Travis saw the girls playing in the trunk.
I ran down the steps at this point, hoping that I would open the trunk and find them sitting up crying, glad that Mommy found them.
Oh my God!
So when I opened it and found them just laying there, both bodies beaded with sweat,
Jackie, you go call 911!
it's like, my God, I just had a brand new baby and now I have to bury two kids.
Ambulance service, do you have an emergency? Yes, this is Chevron Parish Sheriff's Office.
Acadian ambulance dispatcher Jill Stelly took the call.
They got the two kids out, but they don't know if they're breathing or not. No, one of them's not breathing. Come on, hurry.
It was a call to children in the trunk of a car.
We don't know how long they've been back there.
It was probably 100 degrees that day, and you can multiply that being in a trunk. I knew there was a danger of heat stroke.
Jackie, what I need you to do, go see if they're breathing and come back to the phone. All right. She wants to know if they're breathing. They're breathing. Okay, they are breathing, both of them? All right, hold on. The mom wants to talk to you. What do I need to do? Ma'am, where are the children right now? On my bed. Okay, are they like real hot? Yeah. Okay, you need to try and cool them off. How? Either with like some rags, some cold rags. I'm doing that.
Major concerns were to keep them breathing and keep their heart going until the medics got there, and also to try to cool them off as much as we could.
Climbing the trunk. Does anybody know how long they've been there? Huh? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Are either one of them awake? No. Both. They're both unconscious. Oh God. Okay, lay them both on their backs, okay? On their back. Yeah, on their back. And tilt their heads back a little bit just to help them breathe. Okay. Oh, dear God. Oh.
They wasn't waking up.
God. Oh, dear God.
That got me pretty scared, you know, because I couldn't see them girls dying in the front of me.
The sheriff's deputy is here. Okay. Oh, Jesus' name. Oh. What is your name? Donna. Okay, Donna.
I began to pray in tongues, and I knew that their survival was going to rely on my prayers.
Turning blue. Huh? My oldest one's turning blue. Okay, but are they breathing? No, not Giselle. Ma'am?
Giselle, I did not feel her breathing, and I did not hear her heartbeat, and I began to panic. And I said, oh my God, Debbie, I think she's dead.
the fire department.
Schriever volunteer fire EMT Scott Cazelot lived just down the street.
The children were both unconscious. The youngest girl, Olivia, had a pulse and was breathing. Giselle was not breathing.
Somebody grab the other one.
She didn't have much time.
Oh, God. Okay, just try to take some slow, deep breaths, okay? They're going to take good care of her, okay?
But the ambulance is here, too.
Okay.
Let me go.
Okay, Donna, they're going to take good care of her, okay?
I know.
You did good.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
After I hung up that phone, I just took a deep breath and just pray they're going to be okay.
Three-year-old Olivia and 5-year-old Giselle were taken by AirMed helicopter to Terrebonne General Medical Center, where their father, Johnny Lee Fortenberry, met up with his family.
I saw my children lying on those stretchers, and it was like, oh, God. And these children got such a long life ahead of them. Why them? Why not me?
They both were treated by emergency physician Stephen Maloney.
They were under extreme heat exhaustion, bordering on heat stroke.
CPK, get the lamps.
It's a high likelihood that if they'd been in that trunk in the conditions that they were, another 20 to 30 minutes, their body temperatures would have gone up extremely high, and they would have died of heat stroke.
Okay, babe, gotta keep that oxygen on your face, okay? It's really important to keep it on.
Olivia and Giselle were released from the hospital the next day without any permanent injuries.
Since this has happened, I realized the danger of not locking the car. I never thought that they would have ever gotten in the trunk. That was one place that I would have never, ever looked for them. I just wasn't on my toes enough.
Go a little bit faster. Slow down a little bit.
Giselle closed the trunk, and that was scary. I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get in the trunk no more.
Slow down, Olivia. Slow down, baby.
I got wonderful kids. I got the best kids in the world. But they're going to get into stuff. I'm more protective. I just thank God every day that I didn't lose my children.
You're doing good.
In Boca Raton, Florida, on the morning of March 22nd, 1994, a group of strangers were beginning their day when their paths converged at a railway crossing. None of their lives would ever be the same.
It was definitely something, when you witness it, you're not going to forget it. You may not see it, but the train is there, and it takes them a good quarter to a half a mile to stop. You're not going to win.
Robert Toth was heading toward the intersection with Palmetto Park Road, which was about 100 feet from the train tracks.
And I'm not actually a morning guy, so I'm just kind of snoozing on my way to work. It's just your average boring day. It's a very long light. I'm just sitting there, waiting, and I hear a train in the distance. You know, just like you normally hear a train.
Customer, remember this 3 lady who was sitting on my table?
Rosanna Vega, her husband Luis, and their 5-year-old son were crossing in front of Robert, approaching the tracks.
We were gonna go to Alex daycare to drop my little boy. They were like, oh my God, who make this lasagna and all that? And they go, my husband. Slow down, Lou.
This car is moving pretty quick. Realizes at the last minute that the arm came down. She made this aggressive stop. The car behind her doesn't realize.
What happened there?
The other lady pushed her right into the middle of the train track. Those gates came down, and that's where this lady got stuck.
When we continue.
It was like, God, this is like the movies. It didn't seem real. I thought all these people there were going to get killed. Now the train's going, making this different kind of horn, which I've never heard. So like I'm all perked up and I can't believe it. The woman's not getting out of the car. She's just sitting there.
Oh my God. It was like, what is this lady doing there? Get out. Louis didn't say anything to me. Stay here, don't go out, take care of Alex, my little boy. Nothing.
He didn't have time to think, he just reacted. Here he is, his family's sitting in the car. I mean, the train's coming. You're saying, what's this guy doing? You know what he's doing, but you're saying, what's he doing?
I guess this lady was looking for something, because I saw her, she got down.
It was like, God, this is like the movies. It didn't seem real.
Open the door.
You figured that the car's gonna blow up. I thought all these people there were gonna get killed. It was that close.
The door.
When I saw the train hit the car, that's when I covered my face, you know? And then I saw, oh my God, Louis is gone. This is it. This is my life. Then I saw Louis hugging the lady.
I had to hold her for a minute. She just kind of fell down to the floor. So she was in shock, maybe. She was crying. The car almost hit my own car. That was scary because it could have killed my family. And then I kind of feel guilty. Instead of protecting my own family, I was somewhere else.
In less than 8 minutes, Boca Raton fire rescue units arrived, including paramedics Sue Gordon.
I assumed when we heard a vehicle versus a train that we were looking at either very serious injuries or body removal. So she was very fortunate.
What's your name? Joanne, my name is Sue.
One of the bystanders pointed to the car and said she was in that vehicle. And we looked at the vehicle, my partner and I looked at each other and went, "You were in that car?"
I just wanted to get out of the way to see if my family was okay. So I say, I'm sorry I left you here. And then my wife says to me, you saved her life. And then I felt relief, and I'm like, it's only a car. There's no life taken. So I was happy.
I don't know, I can't explain. You ran up to the car, grabbed her out?
Yeah.
When the car broke up, I thought my dad was gonna die, but no. I'm proud of him because he's a Power Ranger.
Joanne Valiente was treated at a nearby hospital for neck and shoulder injuries received when her car was first rear-ended. She was released that same day.
Being stunned and dazed, I truly did not realize anything that happened from the time of impact to the time I saw the white light of the train coming and then Louise's face. And that really basically is all I remember up to the breeze from the train on my back, and I remember collapsing.
This will be you after you get married.
That's right, a beach ball with arms. I think of it every day. I'll think of it Saturday when I walk down the aisle and watch my daughter marry. I'll think of it in October with the birth of my first grandchild, watching my son graduate when that time comes. And I'm kind of grateful. I gotta tell you, I'm kind of grateful.
First time we met, it was like I know her for so long. It was a blessing. It was something that I always dream of. I want to be a paramedic, fire rescue, but I had to work since I was 16 because to support my family, I never had a chance for me to make my dreams come true. But now, maybe I can go to school. Maybe a day, maybe a night, whatever it takes.
It's gonna be a healthy baby.
When I heard that this gentleman had put his life on the line, I said, I wonder if maybe he thought about a new line of work. To see a train bearing down on him and take his own personal safety and put it aside for someone else. He was meant to be there that day.
Gotcha. All right.
There's no way anyone could have survived it. They would have been smashed up just like the car. If other drivers could witness what I witnessed, I don't think they would go racing those gates anymore.
He truly was put there by all the powers in heaven. And what do you say to somebody who has given you your life? The only thing you can say is thank you.
This story may be too intense for some viewers. On the night of February 23rd, 1992, dispatcher Marilyn Jameson was on duty at the York County Sheriff's Department in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Her shift had been uneventful until around 7 p.m. when a frightened young woman with a child rushed into the station.
Ma'am, you've got to help us. My husband.
She said, I don't know what to do. My husband is trying to kill me.
What's your name? My name is Angela Poole. My husband has been following. Where do you live? That's him right
Lieutenant!
there.
She was in the process of getting a divorce, and he had chased her into the sheriff's office.
Broken into my house before.
Her husband was behind her, and he was watching her. And he looked very calm. He didn't look upset at all, but she was nervous and shaking. I knew she was telling me the truth.
He won't leave us alone. Where do you live? I live out near Catawba. My name is Angela Poole.
I didn't recognize the name.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that you do because I've had trouble with him before.
You'll get a chance to say your part.
An officer spoke briefly with Angela's estranged husband.
We didn't have anything that covered just simple harassment that we could lock him up for if they didn't commit any other violation of the law, such as trespassing or assault or anything. If they just followed someone, they could do it all they wanted.
I did get the officer to escort her home and go in and check out her house and make sure she was all right. But I did know that if I ever heard that address again, that this lady would need help.
When we continue.
You talk to 1,000 people a week, but then you get that one.
Please listen to me. What's your name?
The next evening, Angela returned home from work with her 2 children from previous relationships, 4-year-old Daniel Michael and 7-year-old Christina.
When we got home, my mama told us to go play.
Y'all take those jackets off and put them in your room?
Yes, ma'am.
Or did these brushes put away?
We went into my room, and Mama went down to her room, and then that's when it started.
Just come to talk and see you and the family.
You know you're not supposed to be here.
I know. I don't want to cause any problems.
What are y'all doing?
I'm coloring a colorful bird.
Oh, that looks good. Here, let me fix that for you. Sometimes it's hard to stay in the lines.
I just want a little more time
Play
to
with
talk.
your tracks?
10 minutes.
There, that looks better, okay?
She took and turned the book around, and it said call 911.
For us to talk about.
Angela, why are you being like this?
I'm not trying to be anyway. I just.
Sheriff's office. And hello. Hey. Can I help you?
It was a child on the phone, and I couldn't make out what she was saying. I asked the 911 operator, where is the call coming from?
Okay, we gotta get officer to 1210.
Once we heard that location, it put up red flags. That little girl and her mother's in trouble. And I'd given her my word that I would get somebody there as quickly as possible.
Lieutenant Willis Gregory was 12 miles away when he was dispatched to the scene.
Domestic abuse calls are probably the most dangerous calls that we go on because we're going into a situation that we never know what's going to happen.
Can I speak to your mommy? Let me speak to your mommy. Can your mommy come?
I gotta hang up.
No, don't hang up.
Don't try to keep her on the phone.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Uh-huh.
Who's speaking?
Angela Paul.
Angela, what's going on?
Somebody's gonna get killed.
This is the sheriff's office. Angela.
Uh-huh.
What's going on? This is the sheriff's office. Tell me what's going on.
Don't want her husband to leave, but
Tell me, what's happening?
so
This is the... You can't talk?
Yep.
Is he there?
Uh-huh.
Is he humming you?
No, he's on the other phone.
Is he listening?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Does he have a gun?
I hope not.
Okay, well, I got an officer on the way.
I thought maybe him knowing that we got officers on the way, maybe this would deter him from harming her or the other children.
Dispatcher Danny Reynolds had also been on duty the night before.
I seen her actually talk with her, and knowing she was crying out for help that night made it even harder. It was almost like I really knew her.
Has he been drinking, Angela? No. He's not letting her talk.
She couldn't make a full sentence, so I started asking her things, like she could give me a yes or no answer.
He's got you locked in the house?
Yeah.
Is he gonna let us in? Huh? Okay, they're fighting.
Huh?
What's she saying? Quit. Okay, what's he doing?
He's standing here in front of me.
Has he hit you?
No.
He has not?
No.
He didn't assault her yet. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you till the officer gets there. Hello? Hello? Angela? Okay, I just got disconnected.
I wasn't about to give up. I called 911 back. I said, I need the number back to the domestic I had. It's a bad domestic.
Hello?
Angela?
Uh-huh.
Don't hang up.
I didn't.
He hung the phone up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just don't hang the phone up. I gotta talk to you and make sure. Where is he now? Angela?
Huh?
Where is he now? Hey, help.
838. Disregard 824. It's getting pretty bad out there. The child's screaming.
At the time that I heard all the screaming, it was coming from the child and Angela. I didn't know who was being hurt. I felt like I wanted to come through the phone line real bad.
840-1076, 1076 in progress.
You talk to 1,000 people a week, but then you get that one. It was nothing on the phone but screaming for at least 30 or 60 seconds.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, Mommy's Emma, she's gonna die.
Okay, what did he do to her?
He took a knife and beat her with this. It's bad.
Okay, what's he beat her with?
A knife.
840, he does have a knife and he's using it. Okay, where did he cut her at? Get an ambulance.
I don't know. He's bleeding all over.
Okay, tell me where your daddy's at.
I don't know. He's left.
Did he leave?
He's left.
The subject left the scene. I'm speaking with a small child. The mother advised she cannot touch the phone.
Sorry, he's dying.
stay on the phone with me. Where's your... Please listen to me. What's your name? Christina. Christina, where's your mommy at in the house?
I just kept asking her small questions just to keep her calm enough to lead me through it.
Can you take the phone to her? No. Okay. She's crying. We got an ambulance coming, okay? Okay. Are you hurt? No, I got blood on me. Huh? I got blood on my foot. He's got blood on your foot. I'm a shot from home. Okay, but you're okay, right? Right. Me and my brother. You and your brother's there. Okay.
She didn't calm down all the way, but she calmed down enough for me to get the information that I needed. It amazed me to know how helpful she was.
Okay. Can you go in there and check and see if she's breathing? Okay. I come right back to the phone. Oh, Marilyn, this is horrible.
My mom told me that she loved me and that she was gonna die. I said, Mama, you're not gonna die.
She's still awake, right? She's still awake. Okay, that's what I need to know. Okay, you're doing a great job. Okay. You're getting your mommy help. You're doing real good.
I didn't know Angela's status. I didn't want her moved or anything. So the only thing I could think of to tell her was to go get a wet washcloth and apply it to her mama's head to keep her calm. I didn't tell the little girl, but deep down I felt that by the time we got there, she would be dead.
It took 16 minutes for Lieutenant Gregory and another officer to reach Angela's house.
We didn't know for sure at that point whether the husband had left the scene. I had definitely go to the right to clear that end of the residence, and I went to the left. As I entered the bedroom and saw her, the only thing that went through my mind was, oh my God. I could see 20 or 30 stab and cut wounds just from where I was, and all I could see was part of her left side. I've never seen anything so bad in my life.
Okay, don't try to talk anymore, honey.
You got help on the way.
The sheer brutality of the attack was just unbelievable.
Bert, get the kids out. All right.
I've got a 6-year-old daughter and a 5-month-old son. And no child should have to face anything like that.
Within 30 minutes of the attack, a Piedmont Medical Center EMS unit arrived, led by paramedic David Gregory.
We couldn't find really a place where there wasn't blood coming from.
Stay with us, Angela.
She was bleeding so bad that we used every bandage that we had on the truck. The only thing I could think of was the electrodes to check the heart rate. So I used those because they're self-adhesive and they stick. Okay, let's get her on the back wall. It was hard to believe this patient, if she did survive, will ever return to normal.
25-year-old Angela was transported by MedCenter air helicopter to Carolinas Medical Center, where a trauma team was waiting for her, including Dr. Robert Monson.
She had a stab wound to her spleen, a stab wound through her diaphragm, an injury to her kidney, injury to her colon, injury to her liver.
We're going to do a quick lap on her and try to get all the bleeding controlled, so let's go.
We estimated that she had lost about 50% of her blood volume.
With the support of her parents and brother, Angela spent 3 weeks recovering in the hospital. She underwent surgery and extensive therapy to regain full use of her hands.
When he started stabbing me, I just kept pulling my hands tight and my arms tight together to keep the knife out of my heart. And I'd pray. And I didn't ask God for strength for me. I asked God to let me live to raise my kids. I mean, of all they got.
If my mom wasn't around, I miss how she took care of me and stuff that she did for me. I don't know what I'll do without her.
If it wouldn't have been for the little girl helping me and guiding me, I don't know what would have happened. She saved her mama's life that night.
After I come home from the hospital, I bought her a gold bracelet, and on the front of it had Christina, and on the back of it had Hero 2/24/92.
Angela's then husband was subsequently convicted of assault and battery with intent to kill and sentenced to 15 years in prison.
that very year, mostly because of this incident. South Carolina has enacted what we call a stalking law. If it had been in effect at the time this happened, it may not have happened because he may have already been jailed for repeatedly following her around.
Hi, my name is Angela Jackson. Used to be Angela Poole, and I made it. I got divorced and almost didn't make it, but I'm here. I've talked to church groups, I've talked to young girls, to college students, and let them know, give them danger signs, to give them patterns. And when he abuses, then you hear, I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
Don't keep it to yourself. Let somebody know. There's organizations, there's social workers, there's victim advocates programs in every sheriff's office that will assist you.
To all the people that saved my life, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I got another chance. And my reason could have been just my simple prayer. Let me live to raise my kids.
She was like an inch away from being paralyzed, a half an inch away from her heart. Angela has an angel watching over her. She does. Might be Christina.
Safety often begins with having the skills and knowledge needed to handle an emergency. Contact the American Red Cross or the American Heart Association for first aid and CPR courses available in your area. This series is dedicated to all the heroes who aid and comfort us in times of trouble. I'm William Shatner. Join us again next week for more true stories on Rescue 911.
Step out of the car, please.